Hi, this is Water and Air 1111. Thank you for watching another video of mine. Thank you to everyone who's been liking, commenting, and subscribing to my channel and to my videos, and to everyone who's been getting personal readings from me. If you're interested in a personal reading, the link to my website's in the description below. Also, for those of you who are interested in 2019 kind of forecast readings, those are listed on my website. And so if you're interested in looking at what the energy is going to be like for you overall for 2019, or for you and your divine partner, or just a month by month type of energy forecast, all the information for that is on my website. But I hope you all have had a great week. We're now officially in winter, at least in the northern hemisphere. We had the winter solstice this evening on the east coast in the US. So I feel like this is a good time to really continue to wrap things up for the end of the year and push into the January period as kind of like a fresh slate. I always like to be reflective around this time. But also on a more energetic level, I feel like things have been, intensity has been kind of ramping up again for me in various aspects of life, with various relationships. So let me know how you guys have been feeling. And of course, we're only a few days away from Christmas, so that of course is can be a tough time sometimes, can be an emotional time, but I hope you all who are watching are having a great holiday season with whoever you're enjoying this time with. So we're going to do a energy reading to see how the Divine Masculine is feeling towards the Divine Feminine, and how the Divine Feminine is feeling towards the Divine Masculine. And I do want this to be kind of a holiday / Christmas themed type of reading. So it's going to be kind of messages from your divine partner, with the backdrop being, of course, we're leading up to the Christmas time. It's a very sentimental, reflective, kind of emotional time of year. So we just want to see what's going on. So I'm going to be using a few different decks. I'm going to start off with using my Crystal Visions Tarot deck, and then pull in some others that I have on the side. So let's go ahead and get started. So we're going to see how the Divine Masculine, messages about how the Divine Masculine is feeling towards the Divine Feminine, and then the Feminine towards the Divine Masculine during this holiday season. What's the energy, the thoughts, the intentions like for masculine towards the feminine, and the feminine towards the masculine? I feel like communication is definitely something that both people are thinking about or considering. I feel like there may be some Divine Masculine who are thinking about like either a past gift that their Divine Feminine has given them, or just a past holiday experience where they're spending time together with their Divine Feminine from like a previous year. Like someone's looking at something and being like reflective, being nostalgic. Okay, so let's see what is going on. Masculine towards feminine. All of these holiday messages, Christmas messages. Okay, one more shuffle, and then we'll do this. Okay, so we're going to take the masculine towards the feminine, and then the feminine towards the masculine. Messages for your divine partner given this holiday season. Okay, and so the bottom of the deck is the Ten of Wands. Okay, So with the Ten of Wands coming out as the bottom of the deck, I feel like there's some strain or some stress that both the masculine and feminine may be experiencing right now. I feel like there could be some, I feel like some pangs of remorse for someone thinking about past actions again. So this could be related to the divine masculine based off what I mentioned a little bit earlier. But let's go into the cards to see like what's going on. Okay, so in masculine's first card of like their messages of where their energy is at to their divine feminine is the Knight of Cups. So that says a lot, right? So the masculine is definitely wanting their divine feminine to know, like, I still care about you a lot. I still want to come to you. I'm wanting to come to you as this Knight of Cups. I also feel like the divine masculine is really trying to tell their divine feminine that I'm on the way of becoming this Nine of Cups. I'm slowly on this road to get to you, but it's a process. It's a process of me being, the masculine getting to a point where they can really express their emotions in a kind of balanced way, in an open way to their divine feminine. And I'm going to get some clarifiers for this, but now let's just see what the other card is. Ace of Wands. Yeah, they're feeling the intensity of the emotions for the divine feminine, and divine masculine are wanting to literally come to their divine feminine and be like, let's start a new beginning. Let's reignite our connection and really give this a go because I'm wanting to open up to you. So I feel like like I said, for the divine masculine who have not communicated to their divine feminine, I feel like some of them will be doing that around this holiday season, coming as this Knight of Cups, coming to give this new great offer where they're expressive of who they are and what they want and what their intentions are. So divine feminine, if you haven't heard anything or you're kind of not sure what's to come, I feel like this is what's to come. Your divine masculine coming to you to make that offer, coming to you to say, I feel so strongly, so passionately about you that I want to just start things over and start things over the right way. So let's get some cards for this. So what is this Knight of Cups about for the divine masculine? Messages to the divine feminine. Seven of Wands. So I feel like for the divine feminine who may be doubting that their divine masculine's coming, I feel like this message again is that your divine masculine's coming. They're putting up a battle. They're maybe dealing with other things in their life right now with the Seven of Wands, and they're putting up a battle to just stand their ground, to get on level footing. Some of divine masculine are really going through a time of change, a time of transformation, a time where things are shifting in their lives and they're needing to get on equal footing, and because of that they're really trying to focus their energy on getting on an equal playing field within their own life, getting on solid ground and standing their ground for the things they need to do so that they'll be able to come to you. They're still wanting to come to you as this Knight of Cups, but first they have to kind of defend themselves and build, kind of a fortress within their life so that they can stay strong and have everything else that they need to have ready. And yeah, bottom of the deck is the Lover's card. So it's like even the other things that they may be up against right now that they'd be putting more attention and energy into right now, it may feel like, well, what are you choosing? Are you choosing something else? But it's all ultimately for them to get on solid footing within their own lives. Because after the Seven of Wands is the Eight of Wands, which is when things start moving forward, when communication starts really happening. So what is the Seven of Wands about? What is the Seven of Wands about? Judgment. Yeah, divine masculine are working on making a certain decision in their life. They're working on, like I said, there are things changing in the divine masculine's life. And so in order for them to get an equal footing and to just overcome whatever challenges and tribulations they're going to, they have to pay attention to these other things first. They have to be able to stand their ground with the Seven of Wands, because they're facing some really tough decisions. They're facing some really tough changes and final calls that are going on within their own life. And again, after this Judgment card, it's the World. That's when it's like, I've learned my lesson. The cycle is complete. I have my wisdom. I'm ready to start something new. But right now, they're at the place where they have to make the final Judgment call, to stand their ground, to do quote unquote the right thing, or to make the right decision for themselves. Bottom of the deck is the Queen of Pentacles. So they could be dealing with a certain female earth sign in their life who they're, shifting away from. They could be dealing from an energy. I feel like this is some type of codependent situation that some divine masculine are dealing with. So whether it's that they are codependent on someone else, or someone else is codependent on them, divine masculine are realizing that they need to kind of cut ties with certain things, certain situations in their lives, make that final decision and stand their ground for it, so that they can proceed forward to the next two cards here, where they're moving forward, where things speed up, where they've learned their lesson and they can move on. Some of them may be dealing with a job situation as well. They're making final decisions about their job, about things that they do to support themselves, or like I said, some other type of female energy or codependent energy that's going on in their life. So anything else on this Knight of Cups message that's on the mind of the divine masculine? The World. Like I was just saying, after a divine masculine makes that final decision, stands their ground and says, okay, I can't have certain things in my life, they get to the World card. They realize the lesson in everything, and they say, okay, I see that I really have so many more possibilities, and they get ready to start a new journey. And with the Knight of Cups and the World card coming up, the divine masculine is saying, I'm coming to you with this offer, and I'm wanting to come to you with this offer, but I do have things to deal with first. But I still see this offer as everything that I want in my world. I see it as the kind of the beginning of the start of a new chapter. I see it as having all of the opportunities. I see it as kind of balancing me too, because here we have the kind of representatives of all the elements here. So divine masculine knows that, coming to the divine feminine with this offer is going to be something that provides a certain balance and a world of opportunities, a kind of window into the future. And the bottom of the deck is the Star reverse. So they know again that this is something that they want. They know they want to kind of start this new chapter, to have a certain balance and, take action on the wisdom and the realizations they've been having recently. But again, first they're definitely having to deal with these other things first. And I feel like for those of you who don't hear from your divine masculine kind of during this holiday period, then it will be in kind of Aquarius season where things start, coming together a bit more. Okay, so if we go to the second card that we had for the divine masculine, I'm just going to scooch these cards up a bit. The second card that we have for the divine masculine is the Ace of Wands. So it's still a message of, I want to come to you. I want to start a new beginning with you. But this is just saying, I feel so passionate and strongly about you. So again, especially for divine feminine who may have been doubting whether their divine masculine still cares, still feels a connection, and that it's like the connection is strong. The connection is on fire. That's not a question at all. The divine masculine's feeling that. They want you to know that they still have, so many positive memories of you. They have also not just like positive memories, but they have fun with you. They have exciting times with you. For some of you, I feel like you may, for some of you divine feminine watching, I feel like your divine masculine is saying, you know, I feel really like energized and like playful and youthful and just like so at ease, like we can express our energy in any different way when they're with you. And they're wanting to restart that energy because they love that energy. So what is this Ace of Wands about for the divine masculine message for the divine feminine? What is this Ace of Wands about? Okay, so we have the Star card and the Queen of Pentacles card. Now remember, we had both of these cards show up in different ways with um, in relation to the Knight of Cups. But with these cards actually popping out for the Ace of Wands, I feel like the divine masculine is like, you know, I do feel so much attraction, I do feel so much passion and energy, and do want to have that energy and that kind of restart of the connection with the divine feminine. I want things to heal. And I feel like, again, divine masculine almost feels like the energy is, may feel like the energy is even healing when they're around you, divine feminine. It makes them feel cared for. It makes them feel nurtured. It makes them feel revitalized being around your energy. And it's almost like there's some recognition that, you know, when the divine masculine is with their divine feminine, the masculine is saying that, you know what, this feels different. Like maybe people have cared for me in my life, or maybe people have made me feel excited, but this feels like a different third energy kind of in the air. In the bottom of the deck is the Knight of Wands. So again, I feel like the divine masculine is definitely wanting to go to the divine feminine because the energy not only like soothes the kind of physical things and the kind of, you know, feeling excited, feeling, you know, attraction, but it kind of heals them. It heals their energy. It heals their soul a bit. And they're wanting things to heal with their divine feminine. They're wanting to receive the care and nurturing that their divine feminine has been giving them since the past. So Two of Pentacles reverse. The divine masculine again knows that the kind of energy between the divine feminine and the divine masculine has been out of balance, has been out of whack, and they're wanting to just start it anew and say, let's just pick up where we left off. There we have it, the Fool card. We're wanting to start anew. And I'm really going back to the Knight of Cups of saying, you know, I'm seeing that things are transitioning, that I want something new to happen after I finish dealing with these other things. And when that new starts to really come together and begin, divine masculine saying, I also want to, you know, reignite the passion, reignite the excitement and energy that we felt before in the past, because it heals me, it soothes me. I just so much feel like it heals my soul. Like their divine masculine, who they think about their divine feminine, and they just feel like warm inside. They feel like, oh, I feel like they really care for me. They feel like their divine feminine really cares for them, and it feels like home. It feels like so nurturing and soothing and healing to be around their divine feminine. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is to go over to the divine feminine and see the kind of messages that the divine feminine has towards the divine masculine. And this is again based on kind of the feminine's energy right now for the holiday season. So the first card is the Emperor. Okay, so we already are getting fire energy on both sides for the masculine and the feminine. So with this Emperor card coming out for kind of a message for what the divine feminine is wanting the masculine to know based on how they're feeling around this time, I feel like divine feminine is feeling like, first of all, they're getting in control of their lives. And I almost feel like this is traditionally my divine masculine card of the divine masculine energy coming in, but I feel like this is really divine feminine wanting to tell the masculine, you know what, I want my partner, I want my equal partner. I'm not wanting someone to kind of play around with. Because I'm taking on this emperor mode, I'm taking control and standing my ground in many areas of my life. And so when you come in, I want you to complement that with your divine masculine being the like actual divine masculine in the connection. Because of course the divine masculine and the divine feminine, the masculine and feminine energy is within everyone. But with the divine feminine, tapping into that energy recently and taking control in different aspects of their lives, I feel like this is saying, you know what, I'm stepping up in certain ways in my life now. So in masculine, when you're coming back, I really want you to step forward as the divine masculine that I know that you are, and take control and show me what you see happening for a connection. Show me what you are doing in your own path to take control and to have, help guide this connection forward. So let's see what this is about. So what is this Emperor card about for the message that the feminine has for the masculine? Nine of Swords in reverse. So the divine feminine is no longer in a state where they're up worrying, sick about, what's going to happen, what's not going to happen. The divine feminine is looking towards the future. They're looking towards creating kind of their own destiny, creating their own path right now. So again, they're taking control. The divine feminine are not worried about where's my divine masculine all the time, because they know that the divine masculine who comes into their life is going to be, or they're wanting the divine masculine to come into their life and really take on this emperor energy. So to be the emperor that I see you to be, I'm not going to worry about, anything in the meantime, because I'm taking control of the different things in my life that I need to be. So I know that you're going to come and see that and recognize it and, follow in kind. What else is this Emperor card about? What else is this Emperor card about? Four of Wands in reverse. Again, divine feminine seems like their message to their divine masculine is really like, come in as a divine masculine, because I'm learning to balance the own masculine energy that's within me, and I'm learning to take control and be direct and be assertive and, shape my life to be the way that I want it to be. So I'm no longer worried about worried sick day and night about what you're doing or what's happening with our connection, because I'm really working on myself and putting myself forward. So again, for you to come in towards me, know that you need to really take on this emperor energy to the fullest extent, so that you too can come in and, state anything that you need to state to me from, the utmost positive type of masculine energy, where you're stating your clear intentions and your vision for yourself and for our connection. And we have so much fire energy, Ace of Wands again. So it's again, divine feminine is not worried sick about, what their masculine's doing, what's happening with the connection, what's happening with the reunion. Divine feminine's working on their own self-improvement and balancing their own masculine energy. And that balanced masculine energy means that when the divine masculine comes back, they have to kind of come back with clear intentions, with a balanced masculine energy towards them. Anything else for this Emperor card for the feminine towards the masculine? So we have the King of Swords, so needing to be this person, of integrity, of speaking their truth, of speaking their mind. Like I said, divine feminine's not in their mind overthinking things, or in their feelings over feeling things. So divine masculine coming back is going to be needing to kind of reflect that back to them, you know, as a twin flame, reflect, be that mirror back. And yeah, that came out with the Six of Cups. So, you know, if you're going to come back from the past, Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine wants you to know that you have to be this King of Swords. You have to be kind of speaking your truth, being that person of integrity, being this Emperor. And the bottom of the deck for that is the Ten of Cups. So it's like nothing else is going to make the Divine Feminine happy. If you come back but you're not this King of Swords energy, then it's not going to fly, really. So if we go to the last card for Divine Feminine towards the Masculine, we have the Two of Swords. And again, I feel like both of these cards, the top and bottom cards, kind of reflect and help explain each other. So with the Two of Swords, I feel like Divine Feminine, again, their message to their Divine Masculine is like, the first thing that came to my mind is like no BS. Divine Feminine is not accepting anything that's not clear, that's not direct, that's not, you know, on their level, basically. So if it's some BS, if it's something that's dishonest, Divine Feminine says to the Divine Masculine, you know, don't bring that towards me. That's not what I want to hear. That's not what I'm going to entertain. You know, having boundaries. And the cards we have are the Strength card and the Five of Pentacles. So Divine Feminine is saying, you know, I'm strong enough to leave you out in the cold if I'm receiving something that I don't feel is up to my standard, you know, as a Divine Feminine, as someone, as this person of integrity, as this person who's balancing my masculine and feminine energy and isn't afraid to voice whatever opinions that I may have. Five of Wands and as the bottom of the deck, and again, I feel like this is Divine Feminine saying, you know what, I'm not going to fight with you. Like I will fight with you in a sense that I will stand up for what I want, but you know, I'm not afraid to continue my journey, you know, alone, even if it's temporary, if you're not coming to me in the correct way, if you're not coming as this kind, as the Emperor, as the King of Swords, because that's kind of the vibration I'm functioning at. Yeah, Eight of Cups in reverse. I feel like, again, Divine Feminine's like, you know, if you're not coming correct, I'm not afraid to leave you behind. Like, if you haven't learned your lessons and you come to me with this Eight of Cups in reverse, then I'm going to be okay. I'm going to be strong enough to say, okay, I need to just, you know, continue my journey by myself until you kind of figure your Eight of Cups situation. And bottom of the deck is the Eight of Pentacles. So it's like not being afraid to work independently, although of course we're all still connected, if that's what needs to happen in order for things to progress forward. So let's get another card for any other special holiday messages for twin flames as a whole. Holiday message for twin flames. Okay, so we have abundance. So I feel like, again, this is a good time of change. Like a lot of things are going to be coming in. As you can see, the sun and the moon balancing, it's symbols of balance and prosperity everywhere. So I feel like this message is really saying to the twin flames out there, like, yeah, you may be dealing with certain burdens and things in your life, but abundance is coming. Abundance is coming, you know, regarding your twin and, you know, independently. Any other messages? Any other messages? Let's see if anything else wants to come out. Okay, so it doesn't look like anything else. Oh, one more thing wanted to come out. Guidance. So this is a pretty card. So remember that, you know, I feel like you're being guided to your abundance. You're being guided to your success and happiness regarding your twin. So as things come in, you know, just stay in that feeling of thankfulness and that feeling of, you know, already having what you desire with the abundance card as well. In the bottom of the deck is transformation. Things are shifting. Things are changing. And it's divinely guided, and it's going to lead you to that space of abundance. So that is my kind of holiday messages from the masculine to the feminine and the feminine to the masculine. So I hope that was helpful. Let me know in the comments if it was. And I'll probably also do a special romance reading holiday messages as well. But yeah, let me know in the comments if this resonated with you. If you're interested in a reading, the link to my website's in the description below. Again, I have all of my 2019 energy forecast readings on my website now, so check that out if you're interested. And yeah, thanks for watching my video, and I'll see you in my next one.